Welcome back. I'm going to be doing a 12 by 24 inch layout today. I have two pieces of the same pattern paper because I wanted to pop up these butterflies. So I'm going to cut the butterflies out of the second piece of paper, and then I'm going to do some fun stuff to them, involving glitter and embossing powder and all kinds of shiny things. This layout is going to be totally girly, totally sparkly. Okay, so I've cut out all my butterflies, and now I'm covering them all with a good layer of Versamark watermark ink. And now I'm covering them with ultra fine clear embossing powder. And I want them to have a really good coat. And I wanted them to be totally smooth like glass, which is why I used the ultra fine. So you see I'm just taking them with a pair of tweezers. And now I'm doing the embossing, and you can see them turn shiny. Just using the tweezers to keep them from flying away. And now there you see how they're completely shiny. And I'm using glossy accents to highlight their bodies and also the edges of their wings. And then at the top of the screen you can see some Doodlebug sugar-coated glitter. I'm going to sprinkle that on the glossy accents, and that'll give it a look similar to stickles. That's the kind of the look you get when you put glitter on top of glossy accents, because the glossy accents is kind of dimensional. So they're covered, and now let me give you a close-up. See? There you see how it kind of looks like stickles. Alright, and now I have six flowers, the 6 primas here, 3 large white, 3 small pink, and I'm going to cover each flower entirely in Versamark ink, and then I'm going to cover the flower in ultrafine clear embossing powder, and then I am going to cover it in Martha Stewart's ultrafine glitter, and this is the kind of just the white. Alright, so that's what I did for the first one. Now, for all the next flowers, I dipped them in the embossing powder first, and then in the glitter second, so that I wouldn't get glitter mixed in with the embossing powder. And now I'm heat embossing them, and they're going to turn shiny and sparkly, because as the embossing powder melts, the glitter is going to stick into it. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pearl brads, and I'm going to use the pearl brads to attach the pink flowers to the white flowers. And there you can see that it's shiny and sparkly. Okay, so now that I've done all of my embossing, I'm going to mat all of my photos on white cardstock. There's so much pink in the layout, I wanted them to have a little bit of white. And now I'm going to use pink ink to ink all the edges of my papers, my pattern papers. And these are from the K & Company Cut and Paste paper pad. Now I'm just kind of laying things out and figuring out where I want them, what kind of embellishments I'm going to put where. It's a Jenny Bolin frame. These are Making Memories clips from the Noteworthy collection. Okay, so now I've decided I'm going to decorate this photo with pearl brads, and so I've lined it up on my mat, and I'm just marking where I want to punch the holes for my brads. I'm going to punch the holes with my 1/16 hole punch, and putting in the pearl brads. These pearl brads, I believe, are from K & Company. And I've had them forever. I used them to decorate a cake tray for a friend's wedding shower. And this is a piece of Scenic Route grid paper. It's just upside down. And on the back, I'm tracing the Jenny Bolin frame. And I'm going to trace the outside of the frame and the inside of the frame as well. And what that'll give me is 2 lines to cut in between. So I can cut this out and back my frame with it. And then the frame will be filled with grid paper in the middle. So I'm just putting glossy accents on the back of the frame. And I'm going to use that to stick my frame down to my grid paper. And now I'm just sliding it a little bit to get it into place. And I'm just kind of to smooth all the glossy accents out. And now this is a piece of the same grid paper that I punched out with a Marvy Uchida scallop circle punch, and I'm going to ink it in pink. I'm just gluing this photo down. And I'm actually going to pop butterflies up, pop the embossed and glittered butterflies up over the butterflies on the pattern paper. So I'm using dimensional tape to do that. So you can see here that now there's a butterfly flying at the top of that photo. So now I'm going to put down the larger photo. And adding some ribbon to it. Just tied a piece around it, and now I'm tying a smaller piece so that I have a bow. I'm just going to use my ribbon scissors to trim the edges. Adding pop dots and foam tape to the rest of the butterflies. And what I did is I added pop butterflies to the same height as the larger tape to the back of the embossed butterflies so that they'll be even higher than the photo. So now I'm putting down the last one. And there you can see my butterflies and how sparkly they are. And now I'm getting ready to put this on the photo, and I'm taking a pencil to trace around the clip. And then I'm doing my journaling, and I'm just not writing where that pencil mark is so that the journaling will go around the clip. And now I'm just going to erase that pencil mark. And I've stuck the clip to the paper, and I'm put adhesive on the back of the paper, and now I'm just gluing it to the photo. And I'm adding 2 of my flower embellishments, just using my ATG to put them directly on the page. And that's it.